Good morning, children. Welcome to CA class. This is actually the last session of this chapter, chapter 8, OpenOffice Writer 2. So, here we will study about getting help in Writer. Writer provides online help, and if we want to take help from the content window, help content window of OpenOffice Writer, then we can click on help in the menu bar. Then the window will appear. There we have to click on content tab. The list of content will appear. We have to select the topic, double click the topic to display the details. Got it? You have to click on help, then content tab, then the list of contents will appear. We have to select the topic and then we have to double click to see the details. Then if there are some topics, subtopics, if the topics have some subtopics, then we will be able to see the list of subtopics. So if we want to see the details of the subtopics, then we can double click on the subtopics to see the details. Then relevant information will be displayed. If we want to exit, we have to click on close button. Now pointing to get outline. If we have to get the outline on the writer window itself, then find the item that you want to get help of. Then after that, Shift F1 we have to press on the keyboard. Okay, Shift F1 is the shortcut. Then mouse pointer will be converted to the giant question mark with an arrow. Then after that, we have to click on it to read the details related to it. If we want to invoke the help, then we can also press F1 key on the keyboard. Now students, we will study about tables. Tables, you know very well, it is actually an arrangement of rows and columns in which we can store a large amount of data in a structured form. So here we will learn to insert the table. There are two ways to insert the table. Here by clicking on the table button which is there on the standard toolbar, and this is the way to insert the table using insert menu. Okay, menus are there just below the title bar. So first of all, to insert the table, we have to place the insertion point where we want to insert the table. Okay, we have to go to the particular cell and there we have to click to insert the insertion point so that their table can be inserted. Then after that, we have to click on the arrow button. Okay, near the table button. Just near table button, there will be small arrow. We have to click that arrow. Okay. So this table button is there on the standard toolbar. So we can drag while holding down the mouse button. When we click on the arrow near the table button, a drop down will appear. In that drop down, there will be number of cells. So you have to drag the mouse to select those cells. Okay, if you will drag the mouse horizontally, that means columns will be selected, and if you are dragging down, then rows will be selected. So after the selection, you have to release the mouse, then empty table will be inserted. Now we will learn to insert the table using insert menu. So again, you have to place the insertion point somewhere, means wherever you want to insert the table. Then in standard toolbar, you can click on table icon. So this is same. One more method is there by clicking on insert menu. So you have to choose insert menu. Then you have to select the table command. When you click on insert menu, the menu will appear, and in that menu you have to choose the table command. When you click on table command, then insert table dialog box will appear. In that dialog box, you have to specify the number of rows and columns you want in the table. And then after that, you have to click on OK button. Empty table will be inserted in your spreadsheet. Now once we have inserted the table, we should know how to move in a table. So it can be done with the help of mouse or a keyboard. So with the help of mouse, we can simply point in a cell so that we can move to different cells. And in keyboard, we can press keys to move from one cell to another. So if we have to move one cell to the right, then we have to press the tab key. Then move one cell to the left. For that, we have to press Shift plus tab. Okay. Move down one arrow. So if we have to move up one arrow, so if we have to move up, we have to press up arrow key, and if we have to move down in the row, then we have to press down arrow key. Now how to enter the text in a table? It is very simple. Simply we can select with the cell with the help of mouse or keyboard, or one more method is there, we can double click inside the cell to place insertion point inside it, and then after that we can start typing. Now students, we will learn to insert rows in the table. So first of all we have to place the cursor inside the row adjacent to which we want a new row. So place the cursor over there in a row, and then after that select table in the menu bar. In menus you have to select table, then the menu bar will appear. There you have to click on insert, and then there you will get options, rows and columns. So here you have to select rows. Then after that insert row dialog box will appear. There you will have to type the number of rows you want to insert, and you have to select the position also. For position you will be getting two radio buttons for before and after. So you have to check any one so that the row will be inserted before or after the selected cell. Now students, we will learn to insert columns. So this is also same as inserting rows in the table. So for that we have to place the cursor in the cell before or after. Before or after you have to insert the column. Then after that select the table in the menu bar. Then you have to click insert option, and then you have to choose columns. Then insert column dialog box will appear, and there you have to specify the number of columns you want to insert, and you have to specify the position. You have to select the radio button for before and after, so that before and after the column can be inserted. Now students, we will learn to delete rows and columns. So it's very simple. Whatever you want to delete, you have to select it, either row or a column, and then after that you have to select table in the menu bar. Then you have to choose delete option, and then you have to choose any one of rows and columns. Now auto formatting the table. Auto formatting, as you already know, formatting means to change the look and feel of something that you want to. Like here we are changing the look of tables. So in tables we can either change the border lines or the color inside the cells. The border color of the cells can be changed with the help of auto formatting, or the color inside the cell can be changed. Now students, we will learn to use auto format. For auto format you have to select the table, then after that click on table in the menu bar. Then you have to choose auto format option. Then auto format dialog box will appear. There will be some pre-designed formats that you can choose. So pick any design that you want for your table, and then after that you have to click on OK button. Your table will be having a new look. Now, are merging and splitting cells. Merging means combining. So combining two or more table cells into one cell, that is merging. In merging we can select two or more cells, and then we can click on the merge icon, and those selected cells will be merged and they will become one single cell. Now splitting those cells. Splitting means dividing one cell and then converting into two or more cells. To merge group of cells. Now we will learn how to merge group of cells. For that we have to select the cells in the table first. Then after that, in table toolbar you have to choose merge cell icons. Now what happens when you insert the table toolbar will appear. So from that table toolbar, which is just below the standard toolbar, you can select merge cell icon. Or there is one more option. In menus you will get table. So you can click on table, and then after that menu will appear, and then you have to choose merge cells option. The cells will be merged. Now if you want to split those merged cells into multiple cells, then what to do? For that you have to take the cursor to the desired cell that you want to split, and after that you in the table toolbar you have to choose split cell icon. Or in menus, in tables, when you click on tables, the menus will appear, and then you have to choose a split cells icon. Then split cell dialog box will appear. There you have to specify the number of cells you want to split in. Then You have to choose the direction also. Like if you want to split the cells horizontally, that means you want to generate rows. Or you want to split the cell vertically, that means you want to create more columns. After choosing the direction, you have to click on OK button. So students, only this much for today. This chapter is over. Thank you. Have a nice day.